Someone actually coming to us and saying, hey, I don't like anything you showed us. Can we build something custom designed? That's when my ears would prick and I'd really become motivated. So I found myself attracted to designing homes, really. Well, Designer Turkey is a brand that we established fairly recently and the reason we established the brand is because we thought now is the time that we really are going to give this design and build more emphasis.
We have a very smooth process thanks to the 15 years of experience that we have from Property Turkey side of designing and building homes. The most important thing is the first question that we ask, and that is, what is your dream? Once we have that loud and clear from our client, then it is our job to decide where, how, and when we can implement that. This entire process is really a team effort, and within that team, certainly the biggest player is our client.
In certain projects you know the client and it's custom-made villas. And when you know the client, the things are easier because you work in collaboration with the client. Creating an environment for people to use, and they need to be comfortable, and you need to know their lifestyle, their background, what do they like, what kind of lifestyle they want, do they invite people, they are more introverted, extroverted, how they spend their day. This input and all these ingredients with the contextual data and the view and everything, and then you kind of write the scenario or compose the music, and you start daydreaming. So I start living in my head, and then of course I test it with the computer or with the sketch. When I start 3D modeling, and then you see certain things work, certain things do not work. Step by step it evolves, and then of course you keep the client in the loop, so make sure that he's parallel with the design process, and then you come to a conclusion and everybody's happy.
In construction, there's always a problem. During the process, there are measurable problems and unmeasurable problems. Our job is to try to foresee that as much as possible and to make things happen. But of course, there are things that we can do and we cannot, and try to give whatever that client was expecting from us initially, so that there are no surprises. When we get to the delivery stage and client steps into their new houses for the very first time, that's the climax. That is the absolute satisfaction to see in their eyes that they are in their new home.
It kind of brings tears to your eyes, man. It isn't just a business. It's not just a job. It's actually creating something.
You're being commissioned to realize somebody's dream, and when that dream becomes your dream at the same time, then it stops being work and it becomes an enjoyment, a passion, so to speak.
The journey itself is actually more emotional because when the property is ready, you've been in and out of the property by the time it's ready hundreds of times at different stages. So you almost, before you have the final moment of entering the property, those emotions and those feelings, you've tasted them, you've experienced them together with the client. And that's really the beauty of it. It's the journey more than the end product, to be honest with you.